And when you're ready, slowly bring yourself back into this space.
I ask that your gods, goddesses, ascending masters, all that are here for your highest good, become present with us now. I ask that all messages be channeled with clarity, with discernment, with protection for all. I am grateful and thankful for this time, for this space, and for this presence. We're bringing in new moon in Cancer in honor of the mother, in honor of the water, in honor of the blood, in honor of the flow, in honor of the maturity that all of us have grown in, knowing more of ourselves. As I said, ourselves, I see ourselves. So this lets me know that we want to be mindful of our bloodstream. We can be focused on detoxifying the blood. Meditation practices are really important right now. Feeling the flow, truly going within and being able to feel your flow. Feeling your flow allows you to gain control at any time and at any moment. This is a time where we're learning more about our power. I believe it was in our last reading where we reflected about power. We talked about outages. We talked about voltage. This energy still is present. This continues. But as we're learning, working with water, working with flow, we know that we have the ability to transmute. Going back to any time, at any moment, you have the ability to transmute by falling into flow, by feeling yourselves, feeling the flow, guiding your rhythm, guiding your tune. All of us have the power to control. As I say control, I see space. And that lets me know that many of us move through space. This is the awareness of perceptions, dimensions. Some might call it time. That's dependent on how you travel. So many of you could learn how you're traveling, your forms of travel, whether that be astral travel, whether that be daydreaming, whether that be so many different unique gifts that I would be a fool to even try to name, because each of us are individuals, and that's the power and the sacredness of knowing thyself. So Spirit is really in a present time of sharing gifts with us. And you might be surprised of how your gifts are given. You want to be now in a place to receive. Which means that you have to keep an open mind. You have to look at things in different perspectives. You need to see things in different angles. As I said many times, your angles are your angels. Your angles are your angels. Remember, now is a time of mother, the Cancer. So mother is law, length, angles, and widths. Your angles are your angels. So this lets me know that as we gain more control of ourselves, as we gain more control of ourselves, as we gain more control of our blood flow and fall into tune, our control is it kind of slows down time as you move into space. You become more aware of this movement. I feel like you guys are seeing, you might be feeling like you lost track of time, or that time could move fast, it could move slow. You can feel like you're in one place, but you're another. These type of experiences are going to be happening more often. I hear spirit say, brace yourself. But this is a time that we've all truly been waiting for. Some of us have been called to the altar, called to come forward, called to respond. You will know who you are. As I said, you will know who you are. I also see that you are armed. You are armed, you are guarded, you are protected. And it's important for you to know that so that you can present yourself in confidence as you come to the altar, as you come to the calling, as you come to the meeting, as you come to the placement. This is where there will be a big change. There's a big change taking place. And it's going to be happening very quickly. And this is why Spirit prepared us in our last reading and reflection of the heart space. And we're still working with the heart space because the heart is opening up and we have to be ready and prepared to receive and see what is. And again, this is a time that you have been waiting for. So a lot of you guys have invested. You made a lot of investments up until this point. I feel that some may even know what is already. So this is where I do see some feelings of restriction or confinement. This is where your biggest struggle is you. You understand? Your biggest when you know you reach the level of facing yourself is when you know you reach the greatest level of all time. You met the GOAT, right? And it's interesting too, because Cancer, the opposite and opposing of Cancer is Capricorn, which is the GOAT. So this brings us aware of the two hemispheres, and you can't be aware of all without the hemispheres, right? The brain, the left and the right. So the brain, what would be the law of corresponding? Your feet, your Pisces, your placement, your 2 feet, your 2 hands, right? The duals. And it's interesting because just before Cancer came, the duals were present with Gemini. And Gemini is still a very powerful presence in our placements right now in our forms of communication. There will be many things that you are called to walk away from right away. You have to respond right away. And you'll know what that is. This could be very, very difficult, right? Because this is where you have choices and you have decisions. Choices and decisions. You will know what choice to make. This is the time where you trust in yourself and you present the greatest you. You will see all that you are. You will witness yourself in balance and harmony and tune because you worked and you put forth the effort to be. This is why I say again, it's the time that you've been waiting for. Everybody that's heard this message today, keep an open mind and keep an open perspective, keep an open heart. Be ready to receive. Don't have an expectation. Let God show you. Let the revelation, the revolution be present, presented, the presentation. Right? Be the observer, be the watcher, be the receiver, embrace. This is a new beginning. This is a 0 point. I see the 0 point. When you are called and you present yourself, communication, again, Gemini has been a great teacher and has prepared. This Gemini is still present here. So the communication, the throat chakra is still very much activated along with the root chakra, the solar plexus. Why? Because it's about the power and the action. This is not a coming where you're dragging your feet or anything of that nature. It's a coming of action. So I see Cancer here herself with the Queen of Cups. Pay attention to your emotions, pay attention to your feelings, because the emotions and feelings are the water. The water is the blood, and this is as soon as you get to the blood, that is the cells, and that's where you tap in, and this is where it's all activated. This is where it all begins, and it all begins in you. And the best gift is that you have the ability to do this at any point in any time. It's on you to be present. It's on you to present the greatest you. It's on you to be aware and conscious of no, to see, to watch, to hold. Ashe, be secure within yourself. Secure yourself at all times and know that you are secured, especially when it comes down to all exchanges and engagements, because when you're in this point, you are in the highest of the law of attraction, which means all is attracted to you. So you have to know that all is the duality is always attracted to you, but as long as you're watching, you will receive all, because everything presented to you is there to give you something. It's on you to adjust your view. The card that comes out now is opening to discovery. You have the right to discover. Utilize your key. And if you don't remember the last reading, you need to go back to it, because the key was the key of the heart. This is a royal time. This is a crown time. The crown is completely open. And I think in the last reading, we talked heavily about protecting the crown, especially spiritually. There was a recommendation of wearing head wraps. Be open to how this is going to look. Be open to the possibilities. Release all expectations. Yes, your mind is wondering and it's going a million miles per minute, right? But understand that that is the speed of light traveling. And again, you are a space traveler and you're seeing yourself move through these dimensions. So ground yourself. Spirit says, take hold of your seat, because I have something amazing to show you. Your heart is getting ready to burst open and explode. Ashe? Is there any questions here? Close. We thank Spirit for that message. Savvy Soul Confirmations. I thank each of you for being present here tonight. If there's no questions, we're going to close. But before we close, I want to thank Celeste for taking your time out to provide us with that sound healing and to prepare us the preparation. And again, reminding us to tune the frequency. And we can utilize sound, vibration, and frequency at all times. And I receive your preparation here now. Ashe. Ashe. We're going to close here. If nobody has any questions, I thank you guys again. Celeste, you have anything?
No, I haven't. Oh, well, I have, we have the, let me get my calendar. So the full moon in Capricorn, that'll be on July 13th. So we'll meet up on the 13th for the full moon.
Sounds good. The 13th at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I'll send you guys the link. And you guys are welcome to invite any guest, okay? Peace and love, and you guys have a great night.
Have a good night.
Good night. Bye.